Hey guys, this is FixerMed. Welcome back to my high-yield anatomy review series for the USMLE Step 1, NBME CBSE, and NBME CAS examinations. In this series, I will be covering a broad overview of the discipline of anatomy across various organ blocks for these examinations. This will be part 37 of my multi-part video series of doing so. Without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started on today's content. Today, I'd like to open up the presentation by covering peritoneal connections. Peritoneal connections are crucial anatomical structures facilitating organ stability and function within the abdominal cavity. Gastrosplenic ligament connects the spleen with the upper end of the greater curvature of the stomach, contains short gastric vessels, left gastroepiploic vessels, also known as the gastroomental vessels, and accompanying lymph vessels. Splenorenal ligament, also known as the linearenal ligament, connects the spleen with the left kidney, contains the tail of the pancreas, splenic vessels, accompanying lymph vessels, and nerves. Next, let's take a look at the kidney dimensions and kidney position. The kidneys exhibit a reddish-brown coloration during life and typically measure approximately 11 to 12 centimeters in length, 5 to 6 centimeters in width, and 2.5 to 3 centimeters in thickness. Position between the levels of T12 and L3, with the right kidney typically situated about 2 to 3 centimeters lower than the left kidney. The lateral border of the kidney is convex, while its medial border is convex at both ends but concave in the middle, housing the hilum of the kidney. The upper end of the left kidney, 11th rib, is slightly higher than the right kidney, 12th rib. The lower ends of the kidneys typically extend to around the level of the intervertebral disc L3 to L4. Notably, the border between the left kidney and spleen corresponds to the 11th rib. The hilum of the kidneys and the origins of the ureters are approximately located at the L1 vertebra. The ureters descend vertically anterior to the tips of the transverse processes of the lower lumbar vertebrae before entering the pelvis and running along the psoas major muscle. All right, guys, now that we have covered all of the content, let's go ahead and take a look at some questions to review the knowledge you have gained so far. A 55-year-old woman presents to her primary care physician with complaints of left upper abdominal pain and bloating. Physical examination reveals tenderness in the left upper quadrant. Laboratory studies are unremarkable except for a mild decrease in platelet count. Imaging studies demonstrate an enlarged spleen. Which of the following peritoneal connections is most likely implicated in this patient's presentation? All right, I think I gave you guys enough time here. I'm going to move on to see what the correct answer is and what the reasoning behind it is. If you need more time, feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, moving on now. The patient's symptoms of left upper abdominal pain, tenderness, and an enlarged spleen suggest splenorenal ligament involvement. This ligament connects the spleen with the left kidney and contains structures such as the tail of the pancreas and splenic vessels. Enlargement of the spleen in this patient could be causing stretching and irritation of the splenorenal ligament, leading to the reported symptoms. Therefore, the correct answer is D, splenorenal ligament. All right, let's go ahead and see why the other answer choices are incorrect. The incorrect choices can be explained as follows. A, gastrosplenic ligament. While the gastrosplenic ligament connects the spleen with the upper end of the greater curvature of the stomach, it is less likely to cause left upper abdominal pain and tenderness compared to the splenorenal ligament involvement. B, splenocolic ligament. The splenocolic ligament connects the spleen to the colon and is less likely to cause left upper abdominal symptoms compared to the splenorenal ligament. C, hepatorenal ligament. The hepatorenal ligament connects the liver with the right kidney and is not directly related to the patient's symptoms of left upper abdominal pain and splenic enlargement. E, gastrophrenic ligament. The gastrophrenic ligament connects the stomach with the diaphragm and is unlikely to be implicated in the patient's symptoms of left upper abdominal pain and splenic enlargement. All right, now that we have covered this question, let's move on to look at the next question. A 45-year-old man undergoes a routine physical examination. Upon palpation of his abdomen, the physician notes asymmetry in the position of the kidneys. Further examination reveals that the right kidney is located approximately 2 to 3 centimeters lower than the left kidney. Which of the following statements regarding the position of the kidneys is most accurate? All right, I think I gave you guys enough time here. I'm going to move on to see what the correct answer is and what the reasoning behind it is. If you need more time, feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, moving on now. The left kidney is typically situated slightly higher than the right kidney, with the right kidney being positioned about 2 to 3 centimeters lower than the left one. This positional difference is due to the space occupied by the liver on the right side, causing the right kidney to be displaced downward. Therefore, the correct answer is D. The left kidney is usually located lower than the right kidney. All right, let's go ahead and see why the other answer choices are incorrect. The incorrect choices can be explained as follows. A. The kidneys are typically located at the level of T10 to T12. This statement is inaccurate. The correct positioning of the kidneys is between the levels of T12 to L3, with the lower poles often reaching the level of L3. B. The medial border of the kidney is convex throughout its length. This statement is incorrect. While the lateral border of the kidney is convex, the medial border is convex at both ends, but concave in the middle, where the hilum of the kidney is situated. C. The lateral border of the kidney is concave. This statement is false. The lateral border of the kidney is typically convex, not concave. It is the medial border that exhibits concavity at the hilum of the kidney. E. The hilum of the kidney is located at the lateral border. This statement is inaccurate. The hilum of the kidney, where structures such as blood vessels, nerves, and the ureter enter and exit, is situated on the medial border of the kidney, not the lateral border. All right, now that we have covered this question, let's move on to look at the next question. During a routine physical examination, a 50-year-old woman is found to have a slightly asymmetrical positioning of her kidneys. Further assessment reveals that the upper end of her left kidney is marginally higher than the right kidney, and the lower ends of both kidneys extend around the level of the intervertebral discs disc L3 to L4. Additionally, it is noted that the border between her left kidney and spleen corresponds to the 11th rib. Which of the following statements regarding the position of the kidneys is most accurate? All right, I think I gave you guys enough time here. I'm going to move on to see what the correct answer is and what the reasoning behind it is. If you need more time, feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, moving on now. The statement that the upper end of the right kidney is typically higher than the left kidney is consistent with normal anatomical positioning. The kidneys are typically asymmetrically positioned, with the right kidney slightly lower than the left one due to the presence of the liver on the right side, pushing the right kidney downward. Therefore, the correct answer is A. The upper end of the right kidney is typically higher than the left kidney. All right, let's go ahead and see why the other answer choices are incorrect. The incorrect choices can be explained as follows. B. The lower ends of the kidneys usually extend to the level of the third disc, L3 to L4. This statement is inaccurate. The lower ends of the kidneys typically extend to around the level of the intervertebral disc, L3 to L4, not the third disc. C. The border between the right kidney and spleen is usually at the 12th rib. This statement is false. The border between the left kidney and spleen corresponds to the 11th rib, not the right kidney. D. The hilum of the kidneys and the origins of the ureters are approximately at the L2 vertebra. This statement is incorrect. The hyla of the kidneys and the origins of the ureters are typically at the L1 vertebra, not L2. E. The ureters enter the pelvis anterior to the tips of the transverse processes of the upper lumbar vertebrae. This statement is inaccurate. The ureters descend vertically anterior to the tips of the transverse processes of the lower lumbar vertebrae, not the upper lumbar vertebrae. All right, guys, that is all I have for this video today. If you like this type of content, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Be sure to leave any questions, comments, or concerns down in the comment section below. This is FixerMed signing off. Be sure to have a great day, everyone, and good luck studying as always. Goodbye.